Amphorius, the Eternal Land.
Yeah, that's what Miss Black Swan said. It's a world hidden away from outside observation, with a presence only revealed by the light from the mirror of the Garden of Recollection. It's mysterious, all right. You haven't been with us on the Express very long. Will the journey be too much for you to handle? Huh?
We should consider Pom-Pom's opinion, too. They don't know we're considering Amphorius as a destination.
Yeah! Plus, even if we pass Amphorius over, we've still got a fuel problem to solve.
In other words, we won't be leaving Penacony anytime soon.
Or we could also revisit our previous stops to make sure that the astral charts and navigation routes are all functioning fine. I wonder if the hole in the Tychean Stadium has been repaired.
Creating chaos is also a means of maintaining social stability, if you ask me.
If you have the time for mindless gossip, you're probably better off spending it on getting actual work done.
They say this is all part of ongoing investigations. But is there even any point to doing this? The threat's long been neutral. I mean, look at us. This sudden surge in inter-family cooperative efforts. It's nothing but a pretense for those outsiders, isn't it?
Sounds like you've got insider intel. Now I'm curious. Are the stories going around true? Was the furor that broke out a while ago really a result of trouble within the Oak family?
Those are some difficult questions. Didn't I just say that creating chaos is also a means to maintaining social stability? Now, who knows who's been fanning the flames? But there are a dozen rumors going around out there, each one more outlandish than the last.
Oh, I've heard those. Conspiracy theories about how the IPC had orchestrated everything and... what was it again? That the chaos was only quelled because of an accident? Makes no sense. So what's the lowdown?
Oh, the truth has probably been long buried under all the hearsay. All I can say for sure is that someone's taken the rap for it.
You mean the former Oak family head?
Bingo. Most of the blame was pinned on him when the Charmony Festival was abruptly cancelled. Since then, heck, forget his whereabouts. Nobody even knows if he's still alive. Talk about scary. For all we know, we might have watched something go down in history, like what happened to the Black Plum family back then, without even realizing it.
I've heard another theory about that family head, though. I beg your pardon, sirs. Dreamweavers are carrying out inspections on the routes around here, and all affected facilities have been closed off.
What happened? Is this because of the Stellaron? Jeez, are we Penaconians never gonna dream in peace again?
There is no cause for alarm, sir. The Stellaron has already been sealed. This is just a routine inspection. A move to heighten security, if you will. Please rest assured that the family will do everything in our power to protect the sweet dreams of every guest.
I see. We'll leave the two of you to your work then.
Excuse me, sir. Have we met before?
Oh. Do you recall when or where we might have met?
My bad. I must be mistaken. Sorry about that. Sweet dreams to both of you, sirs.
You sure have a knack for stirring up trouble. Of all the routes available, you had to take the one that Bloodhound's keeping watch over.
We shouldn't run into any problems with you around. Even if they see through the Harmony's power of disguise, there'll be a way for us to escape.
Spare a thought for me, will you? Just being in your company is plenty enough to get me into trouble, Mr. Prime Fugitive of...
And that is exactly why I need you with me. You're the only one I can rely on in Penacony now.
The only one you can... What about her?
At least, she was spared from the consequences of my actions.
What a shame, huh?
Why do you say that?
Just thought that being mean might be more effective than consoling you. I've seen plenty like you, eager for everyone to take you to task after a setback because that's the only way you'll feel better. As though the more they condemn you, the more likely you can rectify your mistake. That said, if I'd really wanted to hit you where it hurts, I'd use a different approach. Like a show of sympathy, for example.
You're right.
She should still be in Penacony. Aren't you going to...
That won't be necessary. I'm sure you already know why, considering your vested interest in reading my thoughts. I can't bring myself to see her when I'm a fugitive.
All right, then let's keep going. Helping a fugitive return to their home. So exciting. Show your courage.
A day of peaceful repose. I see two bloodhounds. They appear to be on official business, unlike the pair from earlier. What's happening at Ideen Park?
Hey! Hey! In case you didn't notice, I can't see anything.
My apologies. I forgot that you're not very tall.
Remind me, why do I have to make this trip with you again?
We've been through this. You're the only one I can turn to now. Besides, we once lived a cat-and-dog existence. Embroiling you in my affairs won't weigh on my conscience.
Well, you certainly don't have much of one if you can bring yourself to say something like that.
Yet you will repay this favor all the same. After all, you're only alive to...
Holy moly! Can you get any more
When you were abandoned in the wild and near your end, I showed you a way to survive when you were at your wit's end and felt lost about your future. I did everything within my power.
Okay, I get it already. You have a way with words, I'll give you that. Still, it's one thing to repay a favor, quite another to knowingly put my... I don't understand. Why are you hell-bent on going back to Penacony? Did they make you a deal? You can have your freedom back, but in return you must turn against all whom you once called family or something like...
Regrettably, Lady Bonajade didn't drop so much as a hint about it.
Go now. You are free, O Chosen One, who dare to exceed his bounds. Sever your wings, descend to the mortal realm, and walk their lands. See what this world is truly like. As I mentioned earlier, it's a trade, and you don't have to give me an answer right now. Rewards are not reaped in a day, and if there's one thing I'm best at, it's waiting. The sweet dream still continues, and the night is still long. You have plenty of time.
She only left me with a most intriguing message before setting me free. As for whether I can afford the price of my freedom, I'll only know when I find out what it is.
But nothing good ever comes out of being in the IPC.
I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. For now, there's still some time before that payment is due. So...
By walking straight...
Or by making it when it's time to go. This will be farewell for good. So, before I leave Penacony, I'd like to take some time to look back on all the events that have taken place.
Can't you just look back on it from a distance?
There's something else I want to do, too. The embryo of philosophy may have fallen, but the order in Penacony wasn't built in a day. This sweet dream is likely to still contain residual traces of the Oak family's influence.
Get off your high horse. The other 4 families are more than capable of working things out on their own.
I might have gone astray, but others shouldn't have to clean up after my mistakes.
Then you should also know that the IPC isn't gonna help you a second time. If you fall into the family's hands again, you're done for.
You know how it is. Old habits die hard. The tie should be on the center line. The shirt must not protrude from the vest. Trouser creases should be perfectly straight, and always aligned with the tips of your shoes. We should always ensure that everything is in order before walking out the door. The same applies when bidding my home farewell, too.
But what has Ideen Park got to do with you? Don't tell me that the Founder's one of your disguises.
I'm not that old.
Oh, come on. Take a joke, will ya?
Sorry, but park facilities are out of order. Refurbishment works are currently underway. Please come...
That sounds familiar.
I'm aware of the situation. You can skip the report.
What? What are you talking about, Mr. One Week? Please excuse me, I should have recognized you earlier. I must be more tired.
I want to know what's going on in there. You'll tell...
There's nothing much to say, actually. We bloodhounds are just as baffled as you are. My guess is that it's simply part of the aftermath of the Stellaron incident.
Aftermath?
You are?
Renowned workaholic, Mr. Workday. He works for me. You don't know him?
Oh, I see. Coming back to the topic of the park, let's just say that it has been recently observed that certain behaviors are not tolerated around.
What happens if you violate the prohibition?
It's baffling, but corrective measures will be taken.
Yeah, that works. Can you keep watch over the entrance? We'll go...
Please take these notes with you.
You shouldn't have said that just now. It'll only make us look suspicious.
Said what?
Mr. Workday.
I was just telling the truth. I've always found this name to be more suitable for you. So, why are we here? You managed this.
You could say that. I was still a child back then. To become the bronze Melodia of the Oak family, I'd gone under Mr. We were taking a walk in the park like any other day, when he suddenly hit on the idea to have me manage the park. Within the domain he demarcated, my every word would hold in hindsight. That was probably the first time that I enforced order.
You rose through the ranks soon after. I take it that you must have done a pretty good job.
Quite the contrary. I made a terrible mess of things. Fortunately, the tourist thought of it as nothing more than a spell.
Was that his way of
Perhaps he was just using an approach with lighter consequences to show me what he'd learned in life. That there is never an ideal paradigm when it comes to rules. If the enforcer is incapable of introspection, then even regulations once laid down with the noblest of intentions will eventually become defiled. This place is no exception. The distorted after-echoes of the Order will only add to the chaos.
Let's see what we have on these notes. No consumption of food except for burgers. What? No consumption of food other than burgers, especially ice cream.
I have nothing against desserts. The only reason I made that rule is so that people can learn to wait in line in an orderly manner for things, instead of shoving and...
What happens if I...
It's as the Bloodhound said. Corrective measures will be enforced. Wait, don't... That's odd.
Didn't I tell ya? The family can take care of the issue without you having to get involved. Next on the list is the stage. Let's go and check it out. Only cast and crew members are allowed on the stage.
And an easy one to test. Neither of us is part of the cast or a crew member.
Huh?
Let's try that again.
What's going on?
Guide those who have lost their way back onto the right path. Looks like this is an example of the corrective measures that the Bloodhound mentioned. It's exactly what I would have done back...
You've been iron-fisted since you were little, haven't you? Wait a sec. If this is how violations are corrected...
I tried to warn you. How do you feel?
Now, I'm feeling murderous.
In any case, say what you will, but I can't sit by and do nothing. Not when I'm the cause of all this trouble in Ideen Park. There's no need to involve the Dream Leaders.
What's the plan?
Nothing complicated. All distortions have their roots. We'll be able to trace them to the source once they manifest. Breaking a few rules will do. We just need to make sure that the corrective measures that will be implemented aren't too much for... When a distorted after-echo manifests to correct us, I'll be able to pinpoint its whereabouts. Then, I'll use the power of tuning to heal the dreamscape.
So, Can I take it that rules are meant to be broken now? Please do not use Soul Glad bottle caps sold by the Dream Jolt Troop. Where are they? Please do not. The Dream Jolt Troop. Where? Oh, there it is. Found a good hiding spot, didn't ya?
Just one moment.
Let me translate that.
I'm afraid you're going to have to handle...
Handle this? Wait, is that really all you've got on you?
May I remind you that I am currently on the run?
Whew. Luck's on our side. Shall we give this capsule machine a try and see what happens? Nothing's off so far. Maybe we should open the capsule? They can't be seriously going that... No.
I have heard the call, loud and clear. Serenity stands clear before me.
Existence is fleeting as the dawn's dew, destined for oblivion.
Shall we unite our goals? Dreams of a past life are now all gone. Though life is as a speck of dust, it dances still in grace. There's always a weakness. The time is now! Lend me your strength! We've entered the storm. To guard and defend. Crush them!
I weep for the departed. Dust's reign, it too shall fall.
Clouds are easily scattered.
On the still waters of oblivion, I guide the wandering souls.
You'll pay for this.
What you seek is what you shall receive. Redemption!
The long dream has vanished. This battle is unavoidable. The time is now! Lend me your strength! Dreams of a past life are now. Though life is as a speck of dust, it dances still in grace.
met before. Don't look back.
Did you come here of your existence as fleeting as the dawn's dew, destined for oblivion?
What you seek is what you shall receive. Torment and doubt bid you farewell.
Another...
Ugh, did they have to do that? They could have just recalled the capsule.
Perhaps making the attractions no longer just attractions is another corrective measure.
Ugh, aren't the rules being too finicky?
We're not breaking enough rules. We should look elsewhere, too.
Handstand walks around flower beds are prohibited. Now let's not worry about...
No, thank you.
Show your courage.
A day of peace.
Do not discard This is absurd.
Children tend to be fascinated by such paradoxes. I was no exception.
Forget it. I don't even know how to joke about this. Well... something's happening. What is this? A woodcutter's trash can?
Enough. The location of the distortion.
Oh, there it is. Huh. It does look somewhat like you.
Time for it to disappear for good. Reveal thyself unto me, as is customary.
Whoa. It worked. The IPC totally should have sent someone to keep an eye on you. Aren't they worried that you might make a comeback in Penacony and grow a new pair of wings?
So long as there remains a need for me to keep a low profile, I'm no threat to them.
That's true. Come to think of it, you had always been in the spotlight, be it as a respected member of the elite or a leader. When was the last time you fell into the mud? All the way back during your childhood days?
Sometime before I turned 6. Like most boys would, I tried to fly with my ear feathers, only to fall into a pit. I almost broke my halo.
That was sarcasm, in case you didn't realize. But whoa, you actually remember?
You never forget times of failure. It's only human nature.
Ugh, you're probably the only one who'd consider something like that a failure. What is it this time?
Just looking back.
But nothing's there.
That's the whole point of revisiting a place. When I look at everything here, the memories are so fresh, it's as if it all only happened yesterday. When the younger me tasted failure here, I ran myself ragged to fix the mess. I thought myself no longer the same person as before. But It looks like I was just going round in circles. I'm glad for this chance to look back on my past in this way. Come now. We should go. This will be a long farewell.
So, where are we heading next?
OT Mall. There are bloodhounds stationed along the way, though. It might be better to take a quieter route.
I don't mean to meddle, but I'd advise you to stay away.
Did something happen?
There isn't any concrete information yet, but anomalies have been reported around the area. The family is currently investigating. You okay?
I'm fine. The Stellaron incident may have been quelled, but who is to say that nobody has another agenda? Thanks for the tip, sir. We'll make a detour. May you stay safe, too.
Hold on. Sweet Dreams are technically safe, but it would be wise to look out for oncoming vehicles.
Whew, that was no ordinary passerby. It's a miracle that he didn't see through your disguise.
The Astral Express should have departed a long time ago. Why is he still in Penacony? We needn't change our plans because of him. But be sure to keep your guard up. I hope nothing terrible has fallen upon Penacony while I was in captivity the last few days. Come now. It's time we set off. Let's not stick too close to each other, just in case. A few feet or so between us will do. Seems I let my wishful thinking get the best of me.
I will, but before I do, put your hands behind your back and answer my questions in short sentences.
Short sentence?
I need to make sure your words aren't concealing any dangerous incantations.
I can't believe I've left everyone with such a peculiar impression of me. Please, believe me when I say that I didn't come back here with ill intent. Penacony will never experience—
I'm afraid I won't be taking your words at face value. Not after— Answer me. What?
It looks like there's only one way to gain your— Come on out, 1 week. We found ourselves an ally.
So, it was the IPC.
My sister has likely made an agreement of some sort with them. As for how I'm able to move around freely in Penacony, I have 1 week to thank for that. As you can see, I've only returned to my home to bid it farewell. Would you be kind enough to give me a chance to say goodbye?
Agreed. But, until you leave Penacony for good,
You have my gratitude.
I left my home in a hurry too. That said, I can't make this call by myself. My companion—
The Astral Express crew is in Penacony too.
Come with me. We'll go find them.
Okay. Boy, this is gonna be a party.
We're here. They should—
Mr. Yang, if you don't mind, now that the crisis on the planet of festivities has been averted, shouldn't the Astral Express have departed to continue on its trailblazing journey? Why have you and your companions stayed behind? Could it be that someone stirred up trouble after I left?
And if that were indeed the case—
I doubt I'm in any position to be proposing ideas, but I'm happy to defer to the Nameless and aid with any plans you may have.
There's no need to worry. All is well in Penacony. Our reason for lingering here is a certain unusual...
A passenger?
The Express has been commissioned to send a passenger back home. We're just resting up in Penacony for a while before we depart.
By passenger, do you mean this lady here? These ladies?
This... how?
You're finally here, Mr. Yang. We have a huge problem.
Isn't it fascinating how variables never fail to find their way into the lives of organic life forms? I have no interest in the Harmony's celebration, so it's only natural for me to turn down the invitation. But it looks like my decision also cost me the front row seat to all of your exciting adventures. Conclusion: there is likewise a downside to pursuing reason. I hear that the Astral Express has established a collaboration with the Garden of Recollection for your next destination. Could there be more logic? The average Pathstrider wouldn't leave any trace behind in the Garden of Recollection. It's a pity we do not communicate much within the society. Not to mention we've lost most of our members to the Lord of Silence. I have never heard of Amphorius, however. That Foxian girl has indeed been through an unimaginable turn of events. I suppose that's the fate you organic life forms are bound by. So, is it out of goodwill that the Astral Express volunteered to send her back home? Looks like this is one exceptional passenger. Don't you have to accompany her then, Miss...
So, is anyone gonna tell me what's going on? March?
Oh, about that. Why don't you ask her instead? She knows how to present things logically. Not now. Forget it. I'll tell you. We walked around with Miss Ting Yun for a while after separating from the rest. But then we...
Did something happen in the dream?
Actually, it's more like it was someone's fault. We met a Pepeshi filming a Try Not to Laugh challenge, and he gave us some of his candy. A type of candy that's
So that sort of try not to laugh challenge.
I didn't really want to do it, but she insisted on us giving it a shot. That's how we got into this problem.
What happened?
Oh, come on, stop interrupting. So we had some candy, and we're so happy we rolled around on the ground for a bit before standing up. But once we did, we realized Miss Tingyun ate the candy too. But she only sneezed nonstop. Achoo! Achoo! Sneeze after sneeze. And before we knew it, she multiplied into several Tingyuns right in front of us.
What's your take?
The dreamscape is a Memoria world. It is likely the candy triggered her hypersensitive mind, causing scattered memory fragments to There is no cause for concern. We've experienced similar incidents.
Mr. Yang?
It's okay. You can reveal yourself now.
I was only being careful. Or we would have been stopped by the Bloodhound. Help me remove my
It's been a while, everyone.
You!
Everyone, stay calm. I'll I believe that at this point, Sunday has no reason to be dishonest. But to prevent any unforeseen complications, I'll be accompanying him. Mr. 1 Week here is an old acquaintance of Sunday.
Pleased to meet you, fair lady. And you, of course. You're the heavyweight who pummeled this control freak.
The surprises just keep pouring in. First there was Miss Acheron, and then Miss Tingyun. Why does it seem like Mr. Yang always comes back with some extraordinary guests?
Let's leave this discussion for later. For now, we should be focusing on returning Miss Tingyun to her.
That's not gonna be easy. You'll see what I mean, Mr. Yang. These Tingyuns aren't exactly easy to communicate with.
Miss March 7th, have you taken the time to consider my suggestion?
Your suggestion?
It's me! I'm the one who wants every Tingyun to come together to form. How often do you get the chance to work with yourself? Just imagine how in sync we'll be with one another. I know, we can't leave the dreamscape to trade with the outside world, so that's where you come in, Miss March 7th. Your wits surpass many others, making you the perfect person to handle liaison negotiations on our behalf.
There. Now do you...
There does appear to be an element.
Hey! You better not be referring to the part about my wits surpassing many others.
Mr. Yang mentioned the Express's next voyage is to send a passenger back home.
Yes, more specifically, the Xianzhou Luofu.
The Luofu? Didn't the Antimatter Legion launch an ambush on the...
Quite the contrary. She might have been the person closest to the
Looks like there's a lot more to this story.
Story for another time. As host of the Dreamscape...
I don't have much to go on now. Perhaps we should talk.
That sounds nice. People never forget a personally prepared home-cooked meal. But then again, gifts should be lasting. What about a delightful new bouquet of flowers on the table each day? Wouldn't they do— that sounds like a good idea. If we really want to do this right, though, it's the thought behind the gift that truly matters. The more thought goes into the gift, the better the recipient feels it. She makes a valid point.
You sure have a way of not offending anyone.
These three Tingyuns don't look like they'll...
So, what do you think?
Let's try a different name, my dear
Oh, don't we sound chummier that way? I took a leaf out of this Foxian girl.
The problem with Miss Tingyun is just as I suspected before. That prank shattered her into notes that are each a part of her. In other words, it means the Tingyuns we see here are all different aspects of her psyche.
Okay.
At any rate, this is a known occurrence across the dreamscape. The only problem is that these Miss Tingyuns are too caught up in their own world.
One that we can speak with, but it may take me a while to identify her. This Miss Tingyun looks like... Why do I feel like it's not gonna be a wise... Here's the Penacony. Once again, another moment. Huh? Yikes! Huh? You can't fly? I can. I can fly. I'll take you next time. Should...
Nah, I think she's perfectly fine on her own.
Even if that's true, it doesn't apply.
Oh, were you all looking for me? Oh, were you all looking for me?
Found her! If I remember...
It's nothing special, really.
She ought to meet your one we can properly...
Worth a try, my lady. If I may, I wish...
Before you start, you should know that we're keeping our eyes on you.
It is not my intention to provoke you. Perhaps, as assurance, we can have my friend here perform the task in my stead. 1 week has a higher mastery of the harmony than I...
That is true.
If you still have concerns, you are...
There's no need for that.
Are you all right with this, Miss
I go as the wind blows.
Then kindly forgive our intrusion.
What the... Did any of you hear a voice just now?
A voice?
Never mind.
Look! It's working!
Never did I expect that every encounter with you would always be in moments of distress. Did I conduct myself improperly?
Miss Tingyun! You're finally back! You may be small, but you're pretty amazing. Huh?
It's nothing. Just a trivial matter.
What do you sense?
I should have let you handle it yourself. This girl is not as ordinary as she appears. I nearly died. Just now.
Don't be afraid.
What is this place?
No matter what you see, you only need to remember one thing. You're not alone.
Who... and who am I? Is that where I came from? And where does this path lead? That looks so familiar. Does she want to lead me somewhere?
The life support pod is ready. They were only...
That's great. Otherwise, that person from the Xianzhou might not...
You're still trying. There's no precedent for saving some...
I'm not a genius, so I don't understand the logic behind it. But if she says it's possible...
Excuse me. Could you tell me where I am? Can they... This girl... Tingyun. What a familiar name.
Don't question it. Keep moving forward.
It's you again. Who's talking to me? These
are wounds left by the destruction. They have taken root within your body and cannot be removed.
the destruction? I don't understand. Please, who are you? And why won't you show yourself?
I can't go to you. All I can do is wait for you to finish walking this path.
You want me to go through here? Do I have to fight it?
There's no need for that. It's too dangerous, and you can't do it anyway. Don't fight it. Embrace it. Try to coexist with it. Think of it as feeling your own scars.
My scars? Wait! Is this called coexisting?
Don't worry. As I said before, you're not alone.
This battle is unavoidable.
Dreams of a past life are now all gone. Though life is as a speck of dust, it dances still in grace.
The time is now. Lend me your strength. We've entered the storm. To guard and defend. Crush them!
Did you come here of your own existence, fleeting as the dawn's dew, destined for oblivion? I weep for the departed. Dust's reign, it too shall fall.
Let's seize this fine moment. The long dream has vanished.
Stand still. Another journey begins. On the still waters of oblivion, I guide the wandering souls.
You'll pay for this. The time is now. Lend me your strength.
Did you come here of your own volition? Existence fleeting as the dawn's dew, destined for oblivion.
May as well kill them all.
Clouds are easily scattered.
Relax.
Another journey. On the still waters of oblivion, I guide the wandering souls. I weep for the departed. Dust's reign, it too shall fall.
How can it be? Why are there still so many of them? The ones from before weren't defeated either?
As I said before, you can't defeat them. No one can. You can fall into the darkness and die alongside these scars of the destruction, or bring them with you when you return to the world here. These are your two choices.
Return to the world? What are you saying? Oh. No wonder those two ignored me. Am I just a wandering spirit now?
Close, but not quite.
So, I'm trapped between
You can think of it that way.
Based on what you said, even if I should wake up, these wounds that caused my death will remain on my body and never heal? I don't understand. You appear to be trying to save me, Benefactor.
It's a habit of mine. I believe everyone should have the right to choose whether they wish to return to this world or not.
Be that as it may, I don't remember anything. There's nothing to help me make a choice.
That doesn't matter. I believe the desire to live was born from nothing to begin with. You may also prove yourself to be the exception. I would also be pleased with that result.
How troublesome. But I suppose that's part of living.
Survival or destruction is no longer a choice for you. They both now grow along the same path, and only by walking this path will you break through the darkness and arrive at my side. feeling more awake? Congratulations. You attained your very first victory in this tug of war. It's a good start.
This is...
Let me explain. You were attacked by a Lord Ravager. By all rights, you should not have survived. But someone didn't agree with that assessment. And it just so happens, I was able to fulfill his request.
What about the other merchants?
I don't know.
Why me?
Because you were the most unfortunate. You fell into the hands of that Lord Ravager, who destroyed your body and spirit. Yet, you were also the most fortunate. Her desire to claim everything about you for herself meant she needed time, so you were spared instant annihilation. There is only a fine line between resurrection and escaping death. Yet, they couldn't be more different. If you had truly died, I would have been powerless to do anything for you.
My body feels strange.
I'm sorry. I can't let you regain your ability to feel just yet. You'd be in excruciating pain. Your body was contaminated by the destruction and suffered severe damage. As I said before, these wounds will stay with you for the rest of your life. To prevent its resurgence, I made some minor modifications to your body. Or you'll have to learn to adapt to it. Unfortunately. To prevent its resurgence, I made some minor modifications to your body. Or more specifically, your tail. The inescapable price of survival is often more adversity.
Regardless, I'm grateful to you for saving my life.
There's no need for that. This was merely a transaction. With this, the debt between the traveling merchant and me. Don't worry about it. You should sleep for a little longer. By the time you wake up, you won't remember any of these details. I'll arrange for someone to send you home. Which reminds me, you seem to have some dependable friends with close ties to you. You should go with them. It can only help with your recovery to hear more about your past.
Are you?
Did I pass?
The tuning rebounded and affected 1 week instead. This is no ordinary woman.
I suppose there's no point in hiding it from... Miss Tingyun is originally from the Xianzhou. She had an unfortunate encounter with a Lord Ravager who robbed her of her identity and left her on the verge of death. While she miraculously escaped with her life, her body...
But something happened to change that outcome?
Yes, a genius got involved. She's very accomplished in the field of life sciences and managed to... After that, she asked the Express to escort Miss Tingyun back home. We made a stop at Penacony along the way, partly to allow her some time to convalesce.
I'm so sorry. I thought no one would be affected if I...
That's all right. So long as nobody was hurt. Can I get something to drink?
That's fine. We should find another place to talk anyway. We drew some attention with that commotion earlier.
So glad again. I'm a local, you know.
You'll have to make do.
In any case, I must thank the both of you for...
It was nothing. Now that the matter with Miss Tingyun is resolved, are we meeting your other...
There's no need for that. Mr. 1 week is in poor condition, so I'll leave Miss Tingyun in your...
Huh? But, Mr. Yang, the messenger from the Xianzhou is...
I trust that you can handle it. Besides, Himiko will be there. She'll be able to handle any decisions should you run into any difficulties.
Okay. We better hurry then. This is ridiculous! How come I keep bumping into colleagues?
Where are you planning to go next?
Could you give me some time to think about it?
Shall we keep going then? Did you forget already? Miss Ting Yoon is going back to the Alliance, so we're here to help her pick out souvenirs.
I'm not too familiar with this planet. I'm worried an unscrupulous cutthroat merchant will try to take advantage of me. Luckily, the people I want to buy these gifts for are friends you already know on the Xianzhou. So I'll be counting on both your stakeholder intuitions for recommendations.
As if a merchant could seriously take advantage of you.
No, I already picked up a few gifts earlier. So that means there's only 3 more left to go. But we've already lost a lot of time. So we'd better not drag our feet. Not yet time to return.
I still gotta get in line in a dream.
Welcome. How can I help you?
Hello there. It's my first time visiting the Dreamscape, so I wanted to buy some local specialties as souvenirs for my friends back home.
Wow, you really know how to flatter. Go ahead.
First we have Lady Fu Xuan of the Divination Commission.
Did you pick that because of her third eye?
A meticulously thought out and interesting suggestion. It'll make next is... Come to Clock Studios theme park to learn more about the history of the planet of festivities. Finally, we have Lady Bailu of the Alchemy. You carry yourself with such dignity and grace, but you still have the heart of a child. Lady Bailu loves these. That's all of them. Please wrap them up. Thanks to both your help, everything went smoother than I expected. And it looks like we still have some time to spare.
Why don't we pay another visit to the Dreamscape sales store? You can find memory bubbles pretty much anywhere. But Penacony's dream bubbles are extraordinary. Even if we don't get them as gifts.
A souvenir for myself. That's definitely an idea I can get behind. But there's one more thing I wish to do.
Everything you want, we have it all. Watch your step now.
This is a good spot.
Miss Ting Yoon?
You've looked out for me during our travels together these past few days. I'm truly grateful, but there are some things I find difficult to forget. Do you two still remember what it was like when you first saw me?
How could we forget? She was so shocked. She was frozen in place when she...
Exactly. And that's precisely why I haven't been able to shake off this strange feeling. When I asked for your names, I couldn't help but think that this first encounter was actually a long-awaited reunion for you. I've heard about what happened to you on the Xianzhou. And I've got to admit that Fantilia's disguise was so perfect, it was like another me tricking everyone.
Yeah, we couldn't even tell when you were replaced by Fantilia. I figured it happened when we were after Kafka. You vanished for a while. I thought you must have come back as a double.
But it was that thought has me filled with sorrow. As if a piece of my life had been stolen away. That's what I've been puzzled about too. I never actually saw how Fantilia managed to disguise herself as me. What was your impression of that Ting Yoon, if you recall? That's just the nature of the Foxians. It's widely known that mystery is the key to our allure. So, what did she... I'll just assume that's a compliment. Maybe next time you could just say silver. Was there anything particularly memorable?
Hey, no tattling!
Now the final. In your eyes, am I...
Wait, don't you find that question a bit weird?
Oh, Miss March, you might have the wrong idea.
Uh-huh.
As a merchant, staying well-informed is crucial. It's only natural for me to stay updated on the events of the Lawfu before I return. If I had rushed in and out back then, I wouldn't have been much help. Instead, I would have postponed the trip and sought assistance from allies, but...
We wouldn't have...
Exactly. Based on your description, that Lord Ravager was indeed cunning. Her demeanor mirrored mine so closely that it felt like she was living my life for a few days, rather than merely disguising herself. I regret missing out on your Sanjo journey. But everything that unfolded afterward, aside from the scheming, played out exactly as if I'd been there. This leads me to consider... Phantilia had stolen a piece of my life, and a Foxian always gets even. I will not be... But after thinking it over, the only thing that could be considered equal value, that thought has brought me great comfort. And now I know how to speak to you properly. We've never even met before, and here you are, offering your help, just as before. I should have treated you with respect, but fear of Phantilia made me act like somebody else. And now, I will reclaim everything I have lost. And it should begin with a Dear benefactors, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to you. Looks like we're off to a good start. Moving forward, I'll definitely be trying more things like this from now on. And you, my dear benefactors, will be my source of courage.
Miss Ting-Yoon, that's way too over the top. Just don't make any risky decisions. It might overwhelm her.
We'll see. I just hope the Ting-Yoon in your memories won't be tainted by Phantilia anymore. All right, no more questions. I hope I didn't take up too much of your time.
A dream about eons?
Welcome to the Dreamscape sales store. Dr. Edward at your...
We're looking for some dreams to give as gifts. Something...
Just a friendly reminder. Being too picky won't help you. That being said, there are always some lucky exceptions. The story unfolds in the Shenzhou Alliance, where a young swordmaster strives to become the sword champion.
Why does that sound oddly familiar?
Since I'm returning to the Xianzhou, I think it's better to choose something unrelated to the Alliance.
I love customers like you. So easy to work with.
So easy to take advantage of. Just don't pick anything weird, okay?
Oh, speaking of dreamscapes, I have, after troubling you all this time, I couldn't leave.
Wow.
Here are the dream bubbles I've prepared for you. Thank you for your business.
Well, it looks like everything's finally in order. I suppose it's time to head back?
I can't believe believe it's time for Miss Ting Yoon to leave. I'm not ready to say goodbye just yet. Yeah, we got delayed on the way. Mr. Yang will explain in detail when he gets back. Has the messenger from the Xianzhou arrived yet?
Long time no see, everyone. I've imagined this moment many times. I was worried I might embarrass myself in front of you. I even rehearsed every word before. But now it seems it was unnecessary. Ting Yun, I'm here to take you home.
Madame Yukong, I wasn't expecting it to be you. What a wonderful surprise.
I wanted to come because, after all, it's you who's coming home.
Yeah, me of all people.
Your body. It's going to be tough from now on, isn't it?
I've already escaped death once. What more could I ask for? Also, it's not all bad. I might even beat you at arm wrestling now.
You're still the same, carefree as always. I have a lot I'd like to tell you, but I'll save it for the road. It's a long journey back to the Luofu. Even if we can't completely rid you of the pain, there must be ways to alleviate.
I have no doubt. But do I really have to go back to the Luofu?
Why?
Despite Fantilia's ruthlessness, she spared me when I should have been eliminated. And why did Miss Ron May, who has no ties to... It seems as if I've become a pawn.
There are people within the Alliance who also believe that the suspect is now on the Yuchua.
If that's the case, it's all the more reason for me not to return to the Luofu and complicate things. I might as well take advantage of this situation.
Take advantage of the situation?
Right now, the marks of ruin inside me maintain a delicate balance. Moreover, they were created by Fantilia herself. If possible, please inform the General and arrange for me to meet with the Marshal. Maybe this body of mine can help the Alliance get one step closer to the Xianzhou's enemies.
When Ron May visited the Luofu earlier, she mentioned what happened to you. This coincided with when the Arbiter Generals concluded that Fantilia did not intend for you to survive. If utilized strategically, this could give the Alliance an element. If we follow this plan, we must keep your resurrection hidden. But before making any decisions, I'll support you, no matter what others may say.
Then I'm glad. I shall save.
The road ahead is perilous. If you decide to take it, I won't stop you. Maybe I'm being selfish, but I still want to know. Are you choosing?
I've come to see myself clearly in this dream journey. Perhaps it's what people... There is someone who can attest to my true intention. Please follow me. She should be around here somewhere.
Is that...
After a strange encounter, I was fragmented into multiple Tingyuns, each embodying a different aspect of my memories. And one of them hasn't returned to me, because she ventured too far. Until now.
You mean her? What is she doing?
She's captivated by something that has deeply mesmerized me. As a fleeting emotion, she's no different from a newborn. her boarding this ship was solely down to her inner impulse. Madame Yukong, do you remember? Perhaps that was just an ordinary flight for you, but that was her first experience with the sky.
Of course I remember. Back then, you were still young enough for me to carry.
You probably still can. Want to give it a try?
I'm afraid you'd be too heavy for me now.
Just kidding.
I remember you kept begging me to take you to the star skiff, and even dreamed of becoming a pilot. But once you were airborne, you were so nervous that you clung to others for dear life.
This flight was a turning point in my life. The boundless cosmos unfolded before me. I was completely mesmerized. In this world, there are paths beyond waiting for us to explore. Even though I lacked the talent to pilot the star skiff and wasn't much of a warrior, I still chose to travel around with the Merchant Guild. Even to this day, this thrill still courses through me.
That hasn't changed?
Never. Now I can embark once more on my journey as a traveler of no return, exploring. Speaking of which, how are things with the Whistling Flames?
I've left Yan Ming in charge for now. He's reliable, but he can be a bit extreme, and might not always follow your principles as a...
My principles. Forsake what others fight for, and take what others abandon. That's the way to navigate the world and achieve my goals. I will. But now I've also learned that while these merchant principles may apply to humans, they falter in the face of the gods.
But this shouldn't fall on your shoulders to begin with. You are simply an innocent survivor in this war.
Madame Yukong, you were once a survivor in the war too, weren't you? In a hazy dream, I vaguely remember someone telling me that the inescapable price of survival is often more adversity. Madame Yukong, the gods use humans as pawns in their cosmic game, sacrificing countless innocent souls. Have you ever thought about making them pay?
Every moment of every day. But as inconsequential as we are, how can we escape the fate of being mere pawns? If I could choose, I would never want you to become a pawn. I just wish you could still be that carefree little fox, not caught up in this war.
Don't be disheartened, Madame Yukong. Thanks to the favor of the Lord Ravager, I've become a player in this game. Remember, it's often the unassuming pawns, the lone traveler, or the worm that subdues the dragon, that leave even the best strategists helpless. So, now I'll become a cunning speck of dust and make those masterminds behind the curtains sneeze a few times.
Is this place also affected by the Order?
No, I'm just here to bid farewell. I changed my... so it shouldn't matter if we add another.
How did you know she would be here?
I didn't. I had a hunch and decided to try my luck. It seems I can be lucky sometimes.
It's not like you to leave things to luck.
I'm trying to change too.
I don't think you need a bystander in this scenario.
You're not worried I'll take the opportunity to escape?
I believe you're the kind of person that has the ability and desire to use everything to your... Now then, Mr. One...
I'm not leaving.
Let him stay. He won't be... I actually need 1 week to be there. She shouldn't be seen talking to a fugitive.
You don't intend to reveal your...
Both parties don't have to be aware that I shouldn't put her in.
Shall we go then?
Let's go. Our journey can't begin if I can't take this first step. I didn't expect to see you here, Miss Robin.
It's nice to meet you, miss.
My name is 1 week. I'm a member of...
Oh, you're a Dreamweaver. Thank you for all your hard work. You all are?
You're too kind, Miss Robin. You must be very busy. What brings...
I'm taking a break. I wanted to find a quiet place to relax. Ideally somewhere where I could see the stars. Before I knew it, I'd walked all the way here. I know these stars only exist in the dream, but...
Well, perhaps the dreamscape is not so different from reality. When we look up into the night sky, the stars aren't really there. The glimmering lights we see are merely the images of... So, have we ever truly seen a real...
You're very philosophical, Miss 1 Week. You remind me of someone I know. Do you work nearby?
No. Today is my rest day. There's going to be a show later, so I came early to find a good seat.
A show? Here?
It's somewhere farther away. They say it's a farewell performance.
I see. In that case, the observation deck is a good choice. Distance can make some things appear more beautiful.
Miss Robin, may I stay here with you to gaze at the stars?
Of course. You don't have to be so courteous. I should be the one asking. This is Dream's Edge, after all.
Still, these stars are unfamiliar to me.
What makes you feel this way? Is it because the sky is so far away, or...
Perhaps it's both. The Stellaron disaster may not have had any real consequences, but many guests still chose to check out. Now the hotel feels quieter than before. It makes me wonder what...
You're too kind. I'll be fine. The disaster was unexpected, but my only real regret is that
Did the person you wanted to say them to...
Yes. He left in such a hurry that I didn't even get the chance to say goodbye.
Sometimes, what's in your heart doesn't need to be dressed up in words. Maybe he...
But don't you think we should put in some effort when we want to encourage someone?
If you don't mind me asking, Who?
It's someone who experienced failure recently and is about to embark.
There are many such people on Penacony. Failure is like the setting sun to a dream chaser. I believe they all have the willpower to start anew.
But he's different. He's stronger than most ordinary people, but because of it, people have this misconception. They think that when he falls...
Are you saying that's not true?
It's not. Because before he stands up again...
Failure may be a good thing for someone like that. Being able to reflect on one's actions is...
You may be right. Because I have faith in the person I remember. He may have taken the wrong approach when he failed. But I don't think he had the wrong intentions. We once stood together at the same starting line. But now it's his turn to fly. We don't have to soar into the sky together because I know we'll reunite one day. Up there in the clouds.
I hope so.
Miss 1 week. May I ask a favor? There's a jigsaw here I'd like to finish before I leave. If I have a Dreamweaver's help, maybe I'll be able to fill in the missing pieces.
A dream jigsaw.
Don't worry if you can't find them. Just think of it as us.
I'm still inexperienced, so let's just hope we get lucky.
Thank you anyway. I expect the first jigsaw piece will be a part of the starry sky. As for the other piece, I hope it will symbolize wings.
It seems we've been blessed with good fortune today.
Is this... It seems familiar.
Another Dreamweaver probably left this behind. It's a habit for this profession. They hope to use these blessings as a... The second jigsaw piece. Is this a pair of wings or a decor...
Maybe it's somewhere in between the two.
We should keep looking.
It's okay. We have enough. Let's go back.
It's done. Have a look. Soon, I shall travel to those unfamiliar stars, none of which I recognize. But as long as you continue to gaze upon them for me, then those unfamiliar stars will one day be the place of our reunion.
you still couldn't bear to say goodbye in the end. Maybe I'm stronger than you think. You must try to relax on your long journey. Brother.
That didn't seem like a perfect goodbye.
It's enough. I only meant to stay quietly by her side for a bit. But why did you do those unnecessary things?
What things?
Those 2 notes. If someone finds them, they can be used as evidence against her.
Huh. So you can do whatever you want as many times as you want. I don't want to live with regret for the rest of my life either.
Live with...
We're almost done saying our goodbyes, right?
Yes. We only have that before we leave. I have a question I'd like to ask you, Mr. Yang. I'm curious. Why did you become a Nameless?
Why the sudden interest?
I always had a feeling that you would never give up on someone who needed help. At this very moment, there are countless worlds above the sky still waiting for the arrival of the Astral Express. Yet you and your companions have chosen to stay here. All for an old friend you never knew, and a notorious fugitive. To trailblaze means to forge ahead. Yet, you stop and spend precious time on people just passing by. All the while you believe this is...
That's not what I think at all. Besides, the watchmaker also made us...
And because of that, he bid farewell to the Express and never walked among the stars again in his...
Not all journeys lead to the stars. Even if we leave the Express, some trailblazing paths will still continue. You can think of it this way. The title of Nameless doesn't belong to any one person. Each individual will have their own view of what it means to walk this path. The goal of my trailblazing is not the unknown world, but every living... In my homeland, the name Welt means world. It suggests that each person is a world unto themselves, and that we harbor as many... This is my way of the trailblaze, and the reason why I decided to stay here.
Why me?
Like I said before, I left my home in a hurry too. I also know that a person will only be able to truly face themselves once they've decided to say goodbye. There was never a third person with us, was there?
I told you he'd find it.
Since you already know 1 week's secret, there's no need. Let's go. We'll head straight for the finale and take off.
I know you can hide your appearance, but trespassing on restricted family grounds is...
Don't worry. I won't take too much time. I was a child when I first visited the Grand Theater. I remember seeing the light behind the curtains from here and believing it to be the morning star guiding me toward the land of the dreams. When I returned here many years later as the head of the Oak family, I finally learned that the light was actually a Stellaron.
Now that you've returned to the stage, what are you planning to do?
Prepare for my departure. I've always believed that a person's starting point should also be his last stop. Have you ever seen the elderly at the end of their lives? As they welcome their final moments, they invariably raise their hands, stretching their arms into the emptiness. Much like how babies also stretch their arms into the air when they are first born, humanity flaps their wings twice as they complete their journey. Once when they are born, and once when they die. I will say goodbye, here, to the me of yesterday. I really hate this face. My expressions feel so dull and lifeless.
I see. That explains why something always felt off about your appearance. The halo above your head that symbolizes the harmony, it's been missing since the moment we reunited.
It's true that this ring was bestowed upon our people by the heavens. But that doesn't mean it can't be thrown away. While I was in the gallery of thoughts, at the entrance of the dream, I chose to completely sever the halo from myself.
Why?
I am a fugitive, after all. I must remove any chance of being detected by the Another reason is to feel pain. A pain like falling from the sky with broken wings that can keep me awake. This is how I can cast aside all the blessings of the harmony and the order and, for the first time in my life, enter the sweet dream as an ordinary person.
Is that also how Mr. 1 Week came into this?
No. You wouldn't believe that he was born from an accident. One that It was that try not to laugh challenge. Quite embarrassing, to be honest. I was roaming around as an ordinary person when I unfortunately fell into that Pepeshi's trap. The prank that fragmented Miss Ting-Yun also divided my fragile self into two.
Are you saying that he's a part of you? That's quite surprising given that you two look nothing alike.
You could say he's... I too was once a child, with aspirations buried deep within. Over time, those childhood... Maybe, if I had made a small change in my childhood, I would have turned out to be exactly like him. What a pity. Failing to become a better version of yourself. So, my final farewell will be like that of Miss Ting-Yun. I will perform a tuning on myself and return to my complete form. And this also means that 1 week will vanish for good. That's why I said this was the last... Is there a possibility that you will be the one who disappears? No. This is a but who's to say there won't be any changes? Maybe deep...
Regardless of the outcome, you will have a witness. I'll be waiting for you in the audience.
Much appreciated. Now, shall we begin? Anticipating this possibility, you've really changed. In the past, you wouldn't have tolerated any noise at all. I'm about to embark on an unknown journey where it will be impossible to maintain my orderly life. I will have to navigate unexpected surprises, much like today. You're not ready at all, are you? I feel unsettled, maybe even scared. Ever since I left Penacony, I could no longer control everything. Don't flatter yourself. You can't control anything. But isn't that how it is for most people? My fear of the unknown may be a weakness, but your presence has shown me that surprises aren't always bad. Meeting you has been a great help to me, and I'm glad to have discovered this side of myself. I also feel grateful for the opportunity to tell you this in person. I truly dislike you. What? Are you sure you didn't mean... I must admit, many of your qualities strike a chord with me. There are times when I want to joke around, freely express my thoughts, or openly share my fondness. Then go for it, Sonny. You always talk about locking the bird in the cage, but you're the one... Look at yourself. Besides discipline and hesitation, there's nothing else in your life. If you continue living like a slab of marble, you'll break into pieces when you fall. But I won't become like you. I dislike people who are frivolous, It makes me uncomfortable to even emulate them. If I fail, I will still uphold my principles, such as decorum and stateliness. As for the harmony, my stance remains the same. Whether it's you or the paths, if what I once doubted, or even opposed, then this time, my true heart will guide the tuning. I'll leave it to you.
What is this? Leaving your fate entirely up to a coin flip? This isn't like you at all. Did you lose your mind after being run over by the Express? Or were you possessed by that IPC gambler?
Failure is always the best teacher. To save more lives, you must first understand what they live for and what they die for. The best way to achieve this is through personal experience. You see? I'm already starting to make changes. Whether it's us merging or one of us disappearing, I'll leave the tuning to fate. And see if I can embrace all that I detest. Only then will I truly be able to walk among the living, in their world. But what if you can't do it? Well, that's out of my hands. It will just prove that I'm still the same person. The person who always disappoints his sister. A day of peaceful repose. Falling is just another name for flying. That's why I rejoice at my broken wings. Step into the mortal world to see how it truly is. Then, be born as a human and die as one. And with my last breath, I'll join the weak in reaching my hands toward the sky. On the planet of festivities, whatever identities I once had, they no longer matter. It's not the gods who answer us, but ourselves from the future. I don't have much to say, but as it's time to part, when telling jokes, be sincere. Don't sweat the details, and above all, don't explain them every time. Never mind. Maybe it's better for you not. No objections from me. This is so annoying. How did I become so dull? Well, despite everything, try not to be too hard on yourself. There will always be people who are sad. Planet of festivities, land of the dreams. I say goodbye to my home. Should one desire to leave the stage for good,
one must first step back onto the stage!
As expected. The trickiest thing is tuning yourself. These dissonant sounds are much too harsh. I will walk with you, watch over you, and guide you on your path.
Dreams of a past life are now all gone. Though life is as a speck of dust, it dances still in grace.
Disorderly noise!
Don't
wandering souls.
Have we met before? There's no harm in sharing good fortune.
I can't thank you enough.
Again?
Echoes of the past. You need not fade away. Follow me. To the stars!
Another journey begins. Existence is fleeting as the dawn's still, destined for oblivion. I weep for the departed. Dust's reign, it too shall fall.
I won't hold back anymore. A thousand thanks, benefactor.
Nobody resonating. Noise is fading.
Have we met before? Clouds are easily scattered.
Serenity stands clear before me.
Did you come here of your own volition? In the still waters of the north side, the wandering souls.
Of no consequence.
Again?
A thousand thanks, benefactor. Shall we unite our goals? Dreams of a past life are now all gone. Though life is as a speck of dust, it dances still in grace.
I heard the call, loud and clear.
Don't come any closer!
Move aside, amateurs. Fiends or devils, I'll crush them all. Sing together.
Another journey begins.
We have to fight!
Why, of course.
Don't worry, it's just a scrape.
Disorderly noise. All things are part of the melody.
I will overcome the thorns. Torment and doubt, I bid you farewell. In this mortal form, I will walk with you, watch over you, and guide you on your path.
Did you come here of your own volition? Or was it fate? Existence is fleeting as the dawn still, destined for oblivion.
Let's see. Clouds are easily scattered.
Hold everyone back again.
I heard the call, loud and clear.
Disorderly noise.
There's no harm in sharing good fortune.
Again? Another journey begins. From the still waters of oblivion I guide the wandering souls.
Time has come. Let it be revealed.
Is it inevitable for me?
I weep for the departed. Dust's reign, it too shall fall.
Dreams of a past life are now all gone. Though life is as a speck of dust, it dances still in grace.
Serenity stands clear before me.
Did you come here of your own volition? Or was it fate? Persistent and fleeting as the dawn's dew, destined for oblivion.
Wisdom comes protection.
The long dream has vanished.
Noisy.
I'm gonna hold everyone back again, demon! Don't come any closer!
Move aside, amateurs. Fiends or devils, I'll crush them all. Noise is fading. Wait for good tidings.
Have we met before?
Disorderly noise.
In the still waters of oblivion, I guide the wandering soul.
In this mortal form, I will walk with you, watch over you, and guide you on your path. It's of no consequence.
Don't worry, it's just a scrape. Consistence as fleeting as the dawn's dew, destined for oblivion.
Uphold the truth, and you will be protected.
As expected, the trickiest thing is tuning yourself. These dissonant sounds are much too harsh.
Though life is as a speck of dust, it dances still in grace.
Disorderly noise.
I'm gonna hold everyone back again, demon!
1,000 thanks, benefactor.
Don't come any closer!
Move aside, amateurs. Fiends or devils, I'll crush them all.
In the still waters of oblivion, I guide the wandering soul.
Disorderly noise.
That's fine.
Good times never last. Time to say bye. Boom.
Echoes of the past need not fade away. Follow me to the stars.
Stand still.
Noisy.
I weep for the departed. Dusk's reign, it too shall fall.
Noise.
We have to fight!
What?
Another journey begins. Where it's going.
Why is everybody silent? The noise is fading.
That breathing sensation. Remember it.
Disorderly noise.
You're too good to me. Existence as fleeting as the dawn's dew, destined for oblivion.
Disorderly noise!
May as well kill them all.
This won't take long. I won't hold back anymore. There's no harm in sharing good fortune. Dreams of a past life are now all gone. Though life is as a speck of dust, it dances still in grace.
Disorderly noise! Enjoy eternal peace. Get them! Noisy.
Stand still. Did you come here of your own kill?
Have we met before clouds are easily scattered?
That breathing sensation. Good times never last. Time to say bye. Boom.
Time has come. Let it be revealed.
Is it inevitable for me?
Again?
Move aside, amateurs! Fiends or devils! I'll crush them all!
The long dream has vanished.
Relax.
I'm gonna hold everyone back, you.
Don't worry, it's just a scrape. I weep for the departed. Dust rains, the too shall fall.
Wisdom comes protection.
From the still waters of oblivion, I guide the wandering soul. Didn't hurt.
I won't hold back anymore.
Stand still.
Noise is fading. Eternal prayer.
Thanks. You're too good
Another
to me.
journey begins. Where it goes.
Shall we unite our goals? Dreams of a past life are now all gone. Though life is as a speck of dust, it dances still in grace.
Disorderly noise. Arise in fury.
Eventually rest upon
Good times never last. Time to say bye. Boom.
Noisy.
Master Diviner, you must have foreseen that we could get through this unscathed.
As expected. The trickiest thing is tuning yourself. These dissonant sounds are much too harsh.
Did you come here of your kill?
Converge and awaken!
All things in this world, yet stratagems, constellations, are human creations!
Both body and mind must be pure.
Echoes of the Follow me. To the stars!
Disorderly noise! Get that disorderly noise!
Existence is fleeting as the dawn's dew, destined for oblivion. I weep for the departed. Dusk reigns, it too shall fall.
Nobody resonating! All things are part of the melody!
Information in accordance. Please, time to cleanse the filth.
Disorderly noise! Enjoy eternal peace!
From the still waters of oblivion I guide the wandering soul.
Disorderly noise!
Refreshing into the soul.
Sing together!
With all my power, fly the future. Oh, a witness. Don't come any closer.
Move aside, amateurs! Fiends or devils! I'll crush them all!
Existence is fleeting as the dawn's dew, destined for oblivion.
The truth burns clear as a flame. Everything in this world is merely fleeting.
Disorderly noise!
Maybe I can do this.
Disorderly noise!
Allow me to make a divination together as one. All things in this world have their law, yet stratagems, constellations are human creations.
Disorderly noise! Chorus, a symphony of wishes! Noise is fading!
Get it together.
Stop noisy!
I weep for the departed.
Infallible. Incense ascends.
As expected. The trickiest thing is tuning yourself. These dissonant sounds are much too harsh.
Disorderly noise!
From the still waters of oblivion I guide the wandering soul.
The omniscia sees through. Information in accordance. How about we dissipate that foul stench quickly. Both body and mind. Pure.
I weep for the departed. Dusk's reign, the too shall fall.
Echoes of the past need not fade away. Follow me to the stars.
Systems as fleeting as the dawn's dew, destined for oblivion.
Nobody resonating. All things are part of the melody.
All things in this world have yet stratagems, constellations, are human creations! Have we met before? The long dream has vanished. Allow me to make converge and awaken! Time to cleanse the filth!
Disorderly noise!
Another journey begins. In the still waters of oblivion, I guide the wandering soul.
Let's seize this fine moment. The Omniscia sees through with all my power. Bright future!
Again?
Please, allow me to purge the both body and mind. Pure! Shall we unite our goals?
Did you come
here?
Disorderly noise!
I weep for the departed. Dusk's reign, it too shall fall.
Time has come. Let it be revealed.
Is it inevitable for me?
Allow me to make a divination. Together, as one! All things in this world have their yet stratagems, constellations, are human creations! I won't hold back anymore. Dreams of a past life are now all gone. Though life is as a speck of dust, it dances still in grace.
Disorderly noise!
The truth burns clear as a flame. Everything in this world is merely fleeting.
Wisdom comes protection.
Systems as fleeting as the dawn's dew, destined for oblivion.
Oh, a weakness.
Noise is fading. Wait for good tidings.
Have we met before? Clouds are easily scattered. The Omniscia sees through you. Information. In accordance.
In the still waters of oblivion, I guide the wandering soul.
Arise in fury!
Was this predestined?
Disorderly noise!
There's no harm in sharing good fortunes. Get it together. Time to cleanse the filth. Free.
I weep for the departed. Another journey.
Disorderly noise! All things are part of the melody! Sink into the breeze!
The truth burns clear as if everything in this world is merely fleeting.
Disorderly noise!
Both body and mind must be pure.
I won't hold back. The long dream has vanished.
Did you come
Dreams of
here
a
of your
past
own
life
volition?
are now.
Or
Though
was it
life is as a speck of dust, it dances still in grace.
Disorderly noise!
Existence fleeting as the dawn's dew, destined for oblivion.
Let's seize this fine moment. Shall we unite our goals?
Another journey begins. In the still waters of oblivion, I guide the wandering soul.
Noise is fading!
It's your call.
As expected, the trickiest thing is tuning yourself. These dissonant sounds are much too harsh. As expected, the trickiest thing is tuning yourself. These dissonant sounds are much too harsh.
Reciprocity. Excellent.
In the still waters of oblivion, I guide the wandering soul.
Disorderly
Dreams of a
noise!
past life are now. Though life is as a speck of dust, it dances still in grace.
Disorderly noise!
Yomnisius together as one. Don't come in here.
Move aside, amateurs! Fiends or devils! I'll crush them all!
All things in this world have yet stratagems, constellations, or human creations!
I weep for the departed. Dust's reign, it too shall fall.
Echoes of the past need not fade away. Follow me to the stars.
Get them!
Systems as fleeting as the dawn's dew, destined for oblivion.
Why is everybody silent? All things are part of the melody.
Converge and awaken!
Sink into a dream.
Reciprocity. Excellent.
Did you come?
Where it goes. Have we met before? Shall we unite our goals? Dreams of a past life are now off. Though life is as a speck of dust, it dances still in grace.
Disorderly noise.
No matter. With all my power, try the future. All things in this world get stratagems. Constellations are human creations! The long dream has vanished.
The wandering souls.
A symphony of wishes. Noise is fading. Who must die, amateurs? Fiends or devils? I'll crush them all.
Yin and yang, life and death. I won't hold back anymore. Clouds are easily scattered. Everything came together. In formation. In accordance. Are you gonna hold everyone back again?
Systems as fleeting as the dawn's dew, destined for oblivion.
Disorderly noise.
I weep for the departed. Dusk reigns, the truth shall fall.
Have we met before? There's no harm in sharing good fortune. Dreams of a past life are... Though life is as a speck of dust, it dances still in grace.
Disorderly noise.
Time has come. Let it be revealed.
Is it inevitable for me?
Allow me to gather as one!
Uphold the truth, and you will be protected.
I won't hold back anymore. The long dream has vanished. All things in this world have beget stratagems. Constellations are human creations!
Noisy. All things are part of the melody.
Yin and yang.
Eternal prayer. Who must die, amateurs? Fiends or devils? I'll crush them all!
Another journey begins. On the still waters of oblivion, I guide the wandering souls.
Clouds are easily scattered.
Disorderly noise!
No matter. The Omniscia sees through you.
Again?
Have we met before? Shall we unite our goals? That's fine.
Don't worry, it's just a scrape.